ranchero, which was left here, and you can see some flames actually back there too, just burning behind these cars. So unfortunately for someone, they had to leave all this behind, which
This is still going on, y'all. This is a tragedy. Look at you now can see the impact of the fires and what it has done to these communities. I think they said it was Glendale, Pasadena, um, Altadena. Well, some places are impacted by power outages. And what I heard this morning, they were saying that were areas that weren't burn areas, like such as this one, which this one is West Terrace and West Mariposa Street in Altadena. So a lot of Pasadena was hit hard with the impact of the fires. But like some of the outskirt areas are impacted with power outages, where one of the news crews were saying that if they don't go and get coolers with ice to try to save their groceries because the power is going to be down for so long, they could like have spoiled food, so they won't have any food, they can't even cook. So they got to get like maybe cold food or something like that, something that holds longer until their power is restored. But this, look at this right here, the damage that it has left. Cars they had to leave behind, houses they left behind. Look at places are still like smoldering with smoke and fire just everywhere. So there's, you heard what she said, she can't show you a house that's still standing. And I didn't say it to be joking at all. It is not a joking matter. It looks like a war torn country. It's like a shell of what once was. And you see, she has to wear a mask just to do her report. You never seen a news crews wearing a mask like that, you know? We just celebrated the holidays, and you see somebody's Christmas wreath. Look at that car, y'all. All of those people reporting up there, look at how they got to wear a mask because it's so dangerous to be up there. Look at that. It's still burning. And this morning, I'm going to tell you what I dealt with. When I opened my door this morning, it smells like smoke. I kid you not. It smells like smoke. It smells really, really bad, y'all. And so I'm trying to get my sound so I can turn it up a little bit so you can kind of hear what's going on. It's like really, really sad, that this is happening. And some people's power is out. So when I was driving, I noticed that Spectrum and the Spectrum crews, they were working on stuff around. I guess some people might have been impacted over in my area with some power disruption in some of the areas. And then I noticed too, a lot of people around here, even though they might not have power out or a burned house or a place, you can't breathe well. You smell this smoke and it just affects people. I've heard people say they had headaches and things like that from the smoke because it's traveling. And this morning when I opened the door, it just smelled like nothing but smoke.
Skateboarding down these streets. This is home. This is for sure. Palisades is my home. There's nothing like it. I've never seen nothing like it. It's heavy. It's heavy. A lot of it's gone.
Chris, my last question for you is: a lot of people have been watching a lot of this coverage.
Yeah.
You've been in this.
Yeah.
What is one thing you would just like for people to know?
We'll rebuild. It's gone. We'll just rebuild and fingers crossed and let's just try to stay positive and stay as a community and I give my heart out to my neighbors who lost their life, lost their houses.
Look at that man. He looks like he want to break down and cry.
I pray for everybody in the
And you don't see men cry like that on TV, but this situation is so devastating.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Best of luck to you. Okay? And guys, I just do want to bring your attention here. This fire, the sun has come up, so you're getting a better view of this right now. What I can tell you is earlier we saw that fire engine that was here. Brian, if we could just step out of the way real quick, because I'm seeing a pickup truck or an SUV down there. It might be coming up. I believe it's coming up here. Might be making a U-turn. But I do want to mention that fire engine that was here, it is gone. There are no first responders here anymore. Just residents like Chris who have decided to stay and hunker down here. And I mentioned earlier, about 30 minutes ago, it did appear that these flames were going down. But the problem with this is, with no one here to fight this, it's just spreading. So it's just going from one part of the home to another. Parts of wood that we can't even see, but gosh, you could hear it.
You can hear the fire. It's just still burning. And in 6 areas this morning, they said still 6 areas still have a lot of fire. And I think it's even more than that. They just was telling us, so far what they've witnessed.
But you heard from Chris right there. A lot of heartbreak and a lot of recovery for them left ahead.
Yeah, just hear the heartbreak in that man's voice.
Yeah, it's so emotional for all they lost. I do love the little bit of hope, though, in his message, the plan to rebuild, even as you stand in that neighborhood, Kevin, and continue to see it burn, and first responders are not on the scene to put that fire out. To hear him even speak of the idea of moving forward and going into the future does show that there's still some hope.
Yeah, and as humans, that's all we can do, for sure.
Yeah, you have to be resilient, and it's the weather. So, I mean, who would have known you can't control these type of events? Unfortunately.
Acres that burned, and the amount of destruction is just unfathomable. Right now, over 1,000 structures burned, many of them homes. We've seen neighborhoods in this area completely wiped out.
Absolutely, not just homes, businesses as well, landmarks in that area that people have known for decades and decades.
Churches. I mean, the list goes on. And there definitely was chaos, and we want to show you images like this to show you, we still have some way to go. The fire's not completely out until firefighters are able to, stop that fire from spreading and containing. That's the big thing. But we heard earlier, the big thing that firefighters are being concerned about right now is the Santa Ana winds.
Yes.
Obviously, we're not expecting.
So that's the thing he said, the winds, the Santa Ana winds. And I'm hearing there's going to be winds whipping up again, which that's the reason why the fire spread so quickly, because of the winds.
Immunocompromised compromised people dealing with that air quality across Los Angeles until this is all cleared up.
Or people just with asthma,
Yeah.
kids, babies, the elderly, the list goes on.
Yep,
So,
it's
we'll
people with
definitely continue to monitor
asthma.
that, but just give
They
you
have
an overview
respiratory
and,
issues
some
already,
places,
or
touch
they
base
have
right now
health
with what we're
issues.
dealing with.
This fire, even though your home might not be burning, your power might not be out, your health is at risk because of the smoke.
This is on reporter Jasmine Beal and her photographer John Schreiber. They were helping rescue chickens that were trapped behind a burning home on Altadena Drive in Pasadena.
Yeah, we want to show you what happened yesterday, but first we want to make clear the people you see in the yellow fire gear are not firefighters. That is our crew wearing their protective clothing. Take a look. I know. Okay. I'm so.
Look at that lady crying, y'all.
You guys, this situation
It's so
is
sad.
horrific. It is still a very dynamic situation. We have homes, a mansion behind my photographer John on fire. She has chickens and ducks that she hasn't been able to get out. She's been trying to wave
The
down
mansion is on fire. It's a mansion. It's on fire.
You've covered this before. She said the coop's in the back.
So they're trying to save those animals.
Okay. And he's going to pick up the camera and show you guys what we're talking about here. When I say the home next
is our photographer, John Schreiber, who is in what appears to be, like a firefighter outfit. And that is not a firefighter. That is John Schreiber, one of our photographers, who is helping this woman because there are no firefighters in the area.
And then everyone was evacuating. My friends started calling. And I didn't think much of it. And we thought that the wind was going eastward. This morning when we came here, the whole row in Altadena Drive was burned.
This is Altadena Drive, y'all. Look at how it looks.
So amazing on Marco that they were able to do that. Mark, we wanted to talk to you a little bit about our photographer, John, who helped to save those chickens. What a beautiful moment to see our crew stepping in to help people in a